Do you find yourself saying yes when you're screaming no inside? Do you find yourself rearranging your life to make other people happy, to please them, while you're falling apart inside? Well, you're not alone. You're not broken. You are a people pleaser. And saying no is a very, very uncomfortable thing to do when we've been conditioned from birth, especially women, and brought up to say yes and to please everybody. So if this topic resonates with you, please click like and stick around, and we're going to talk about what people pleasing is, how to spot it, why you should say no, and some points on making it easier to say no. So let's talk about what people pleasing is and what it's not. So when you say yes, you're saying yes at your own expense. And you cancel your own plans, you over accommodate people, you smile when you want to scream. And it's not kindness, it's self-abandonment, all dressed up as helplessness. So here's the twist. Most people don't realize they're people pleasers. Yeah, that's true. I didn't realize I was a people pleaser for the longest time. I used to hear the term people pleaser and I'm like, well, that's not me. You know, if I don't want to do something, I just don't do it. But then when I really started digging deep and I really started looking, at my life, I realized, actually there are many, many times, lots of times when I'm saying yes and I really am screaming inside, no, I don't want to do that. So I had to admit that. I had to face it. And I'm learning I'm still learning how to say no, and I'm getting better at it, and my life is better. I'm not as anxious, I'm not as exhausted. I get exhausted for other reasons, but not people pleasing, and I'm not as resentful, and that is what happens as well. So, and that's on you, to be resentful to someone else for saying no, or for saying yes, that's on you. So if any of this resonates with you, please stick around, watch the video, and I'm going to share a really powerful tool that you can use to help you learn how to start saying no and get your life back. So why do we actually do this? Well, I just watched a short video that Mel Robbins did, and she talks about this exact thing, and I was like, oh wow, yeah, I need that to be my next topic on my YouTube page for sure, because it is something that I used to do, and I think a lot of people out there are still doing it. That's why it's trending right now. And we don't people please because we're too nice. We people please because we're uncomfortable saying no. That feeling that comes with saying no, that uncomfortable pit in your stomach, it wells up and you don't like it. So at the risk of sitting in that discomfort, at the risk of feeling guilty and shame, we say yes. And then what ends up happening is that we're not living our true authentic selves, and eventually there's going to be a huge amount of resentment and burnout on our end. So when we say no, again, like I said, you feel really uncomfortable. And then you think maybe you're being selfish, but you're not being selfish. You're protecting your own self. You're protecting your space, your mental health. And you can be a better person to everybody, including yourself, if you start learning how to say no. And so keep watching, because I'm going to show you how to ride out those uncomfortable feelings that show up, that rise in you when you say the word no. And we're just gonna start saying no and sit in those feelings, and you will thank me for this. So here's what nobody tells you. Those uncomfortable, squirmy, guilty feelings you get when you do say no, it is not proof that you've done something wrong. It is proof that you've done something new. Because those uncomfortable feelings that you're getting from saying no, that's conditioning. That's an old pattern. And now what we need to do is, when someone asks you to do something, when someone is trying to convince you to do something you don't want to do, you have to say no. You need to say no. You need to create new patterns. You need to work on resetting your nervous system. That's the only way you're going to be able to create a new pattern, a new habit, a new way of living your true authentic self, is to say no, no matter how uncomfortable it is, and then sit with it. Because sitting with it is how you reset your nervous system. It's how you teach your brain, your prefrontal cortex, that saying yes all the time is wrong, that it's okay to say no. It's your right to say no when you don't want to do something. It's going to be really uncomfortable in the beginning, but after a while, you won't even need to sit with it, because those uncomfortable feelings will be gone. Here are 5 steps that have helped me and might just help you as well. So number 1, pause before you answer. It's okay to say to someone, wow, thank you. Thank you for thinking of me, but let me get back to you after I have a chance to check my calendar. Keep it short and kind. No, I'm not available at this time. Thank you very much. Ditch the novels. You do not owe anyone a long PowerPoint presentation length explanation on why you don't want to do something. No is a full sentence. N-O is a full sentence. Sit with your feelings, and this is where journaling comes in. So sit with it, feel it, get your journal out, get your pen, write how you're feeling. How did that just make me feel to say no? Get it out. It's so important on a daily basis, regardless of what you're doing, whether you're saying no, whether it's just a normal day, to get what is here onto a piece of paper. It's really important. Practice self-validation. Your worth doesn't come from being liked. Your worth is not based on how other people feel about you. You need to go in and think about the reasons why you are saying yes when you mean no. And really, really do the inner work here. It's so important, because people pleasing can cause autoimmune disease, and especially in women. Dr. Gabor Mate talks about the amount of women out there that have autoimmune diseases, and it's much, much higher than it is with men. And we are conditioned from birth to please people. So we need to work on stopping that. You can be nice and you can still help people, but you can also learn how to say no when you don't want to do something. So to make this real, practice it, write it down, do it daily. Think about that. Think about that. So what actually happens when you start saying no? Well, you actually build self-trust, and you stop being resentful, and you start showing up authentically for yourself and for the other people around you who love you and are there for you no matter what. So yeah, it's not always going to be easy. It's going to feel uncomfortable. Some people are going to stop being around you. They're not going to like the new version of you. Let them go. They weren't your people. The people that stick around, the people that go, wow, this is amazing. We understand. We didn't know you didn't want to do that because you kept saying yes. And then they'll respect you more for showing up as your true, authentic self. And they'll stick around. They won't leave you. The people that leave you, let them. If you want help journaling through this process, if journaling is new to you, but it's something that you are interested in starting and you're not really sure where to start, DM me. I'd love to continue this conversation with you. We can discuss where you are with your being able to say no. Maybe you're still saying yes every time and you just want a starting point. So yeah, I would love to hear from you. And also, tell me of a recent time, maybe today before you watched this video, yesterday, last month, when you said yes and you really wanted to say no. What was it about? How did it make you feel? Let's talk about that. I would love, love, love to continue this conversation. And finally, if any of this resonated with you, if you know someone who's a people pleaser, please like this video, share it, and consider subscribing. And let's continue the conversation in the comments. Thanks for showing up.